have this sense that you have no one to talk. You have this sense that no one ever listen you. Follow me, YouTube, all the social media. She was my stepmom. You know what? I learned a lot. I have learned a lot with my stepdaughter and my stepson. A lot. The mom passed away and their growth. I learned a lot, right? About my own limitations, but also about Grand Orlando. How are you? Merry Christmas! Que língua você fala? Português, espanhol, Italian, English? California. I'm in California, United States. How about you? Never alone. When you feel alone, do you feel depressed? Sharing here with you. Feliz Natal, Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas. Cesario. So when you feel alone, you feel abandoned, you feel you do not belong. Which sense you have when you feel alone? Never alone. Next year and the end of this year, how long? How long we still have in 2023? A week? 8 days? I never be alone again. First, because I'm a Christian. So looking here, someone is saying, my cheating wife that I'm divorcing is still living here until court. Okay, rocker. Rocker, let's do something together. How about work on the patience and forgiveness? I don't know, I do not judge, right? Yesterday I had a live here in this platform and also saved it on YouTube where I was extremely honest about my own reality, right? Why a woman cheating? Probably because her relationship with her father, she learned from that from her childhood and teenage years that she should not trust men. Maybe is a reactive, I know it's not positive at all, and cause a lot of hurt feelings, heartbroken, self-destructive. The one that is cheating on, it's self-destructive. Rock, baloney, what's that mean, baloney? Guys, I will start searching things because because I don't know. I have here 2 iPhones in my face, but I don't know what's that mean. Baloney, what's that mean? Share that with me. I'm not sure you spell it right. I want to learn with you guys, okay, and about you. So, could you work your compassion? So she's still living, you're still sharing the same property, living together, even that you're already divorced or you're divorcing in the process. Ooh, things can change. Things can change, oh my gosh. God's works and the psychoanalysis. Hearts. Follow me, roses. I love roses because here I have pearls to share, right? We are all become diamonds, right? From a rock. Do you think, excuse me, do you think I was compassionate? Bolognese, mortadela, Bologna. It's mortadela. Bolognese, bobagem, right? Silly, right? Baloney. It's silly. Don't be silly. All right? Is that what you're saying? Great. I just learned it. That slang. So, look, it's not BS. Okay? It's real. When that all started. Here is psychoanalysis. Look, guys, it's like when I share, my mom goes to the therapy for over 2 decades. My middle brother go to the therapy. We used to do a family therapy when I was living in Europe. I live in Europe before I live in the United States. 19-year-old, I was in Europe doing my master degree. Well, I was actually, the college gave me what they call beca to do the master degree, but I had to finish college, so then enroll for the master degree. That's it, is what I'm saying. And so, guys, when I was visiting Brazil, South America, I was going to the therapy, family therapy, twice a year, because Spain, France, when I studied, what happened? They long vacations, right? La siesta in Spain. So at the end of the year and for summer vacation. Thank you, Black Lion. So why you feel you are, oh my gosh, I have the book of the animals, the archetypes of the animals. So you like to be the lion, so you are the king of the jungle, the family, you like to be respected, you like to be heard, right? This one is young archetype. Is a psychology, right? As a psychologist, so I share my experience. Okay, you like to be respected, the black lion. Okay, a good provided man, they like that. And they know how to manage. So be a wise man is how to manage my fury. Guys, I am the oldest and I have two brothers, 1 2 year old younger than me. Okay, my father had his first marriage, 4 daughters. They never accepted me. I know what is see my father being betrayed by 4 daughters. Why that, guys? Why that? The 4 daughters and his first wife empty a bank account, a mutual bank account that my father will save for the older daughter, right? Older than me. They go where? Go to the college, what they need, like for emergency. So my father was keeping that bank account, shared bank account, even though he was already married to my mom. They emptied this bank account. It was enough to buy a house. Thank you. Someone in here love my neck. Thank you so much. So my father, I'm not saying he did right to leave his first wife for a younger woman. That was my mom. You see, psychoanalysis, we see the pattern, the family pattern. I'm not in here judging my father. Thank you, John. Love roses. Thank you. Especially because roses, I can choose the color, right? Consider with my mood. I love the red rose, of course. It's empathetic and the sensuality, and it is energy, fury, but also what they have, the rose, I have to manage, I have to hold the roses carefully, because if not, they hurted me, right? So this is exactly all of us, all kind of relationships. I'm not in here to say the wife that was unfaithful, it's bad or good, because I don't know how come she was raised. I don't know the memory she had. I don't know how vindictive she could become when the hubby, their dearest husband, is ignore them. They did not. Thank you very much, Black Lion, John. I'm born in Rio de Janeiro, the most difficult city to raise a female daughter. Trust me. And my 4 sisters, that I honor them, all right? They're all alive. I pray for them. I bless them every day. My father, they are educated in public school, right? Rio de Janeiro is dangerous, is still dangerous. There are the favelas. You see one place from the top of a building that the house is worth so much, millions of dollars actually, because Rio de Janeiro, it's extremely expensive to live by the beach. And So from there you have the view of the beach, the more expensive beach in Brazil, but also the view of the favelas, where the I've been there. Oh, great, Copacabana, great. So you saw, all right, Black Lion, the differences that exist in Brazil. You faced them, right? So let's go back psychoanalysis. I don't want to lose the focus in here because I consider myself healing from getting distracted, because social media, recorded videos for the emotional intelligence, and also for the broadcast of get out of abusive relationship. But I'm not saying breaking up with the relationships. I believe in self-healing is project a new relationship, but with the same partner. I'm not here supporting as a Christian psychologist, but also with my morals and virtues. I believe in the self-healing and the transformation of the human being. Also, I work on my own self-reconstructive behavior. So I'm not perfect. I'm not here to judge it. Rock your life, all right? And I committed my mistakes, rocker, especially with a long-term relationship I had, to honor the situation that happened with my grandmom and my mom. Look at what I did. I was really young, and I met a guy that he left his 2 kids with his wife, and he was separated, he was getting divorced, and I engaged in that relationship. I was available for that kind of man, Antonio. As I honor him, I blessed him, right? He was available to me, older than me, 15 years old, someone related with that. And I was available for that man. Look at that. Why I wasn't available for a single man that has no kids behind, or not leaving kids behind? Why? To honor my father and my grandfather. This is psychoanalysis. I'm being realistic. And I was available to leave that relationship that almost ended with me not being here alive, because he had a gun. He don't want me to leave him. After 5 years in health, some breakups in the middle, he don't want to allow me to do what? Learn more languages. Because of course I had the sense that I want to be controlled. But I didn't know in that moment. When I left him, I said, oh my gosh. Yeah, thank you very much, John. But I learned, because I'm alive. I learned in the process. I'm 41 years old now. In that time I was really young. That was 13 years ago, 12 years ago. Exactly. Black Lion, he learned everything. He understood already. Exactly. So I was looking to honor my father. This is family dynamic therapy. So when you asked me, oh my gosh, how many specialties you have? Many, because it's a forever career. Psychology, psychoanalysis, the psychotherapist is a forever career. And so I have a lot of, because now I'm in my 40s, I have a lot of experience also with my whole life, okay? It's not that I'm looking for, I'm watching the movies and so I realize that, I'm going for psychology conference. No, I live it and I'm living. It is a continuous, endless process of growth and self-analyze my behavior every day. Are you crazy? No, I'm not crazy. I'm living. I'm alive. Stop blaming others. So when I say never, hey, will be never alone again. Never alone. Why? Because you have a great companionship. It's your conscience. How about that? Likes, hurts, roses. Controlled only has 2 syllables. You're right. So I allowed someone to control me, observe me. It stops me to grow. Because so I have someone else. Thank you, John. I love that. I have someone else to blame of my own growth. And Antonio, he never got back for his ex-wife. I'm talking about my long-term relationship in my 20s. He never got back with his ex-wife. Now his children, daughter and son, they are in their 30s now. Yeah, early 30s. But when he left his wife, they're like, it was over. He met me, okay? No, it was before he met me, but they're like maybe 9, 10 years old. Look at that, how traumatic for that children. So it was before he met me. He left his wife like many times, 3, 4 times. Finally, he was living in one apartment that, oh, look at how that. His sister that was happy married allowed Antonio to live in her apartment. When you tolerate the behavior, you think you're helping your sibling, your brother, because I look at that all the time. Am I helping my nephew? And I'm helping my kids? Am I helping my god kids? My godson. He met a woman, he is living with her, they are not married yet, and she already is a single mother of 2. This is reality, guys. His mother don't want that. So she start fight. What I did, I allowed myself to hurt her, and she started realizing, you know what, I'm no longer going to fight against my son. I'm talking about relative, okay? And no longer fighting and be against his own choices, because he is growing. He has become a mature man, because the stepchildren he has now, and because the wife that she was single mother when he met. So when she understood that, they get along much better now, because before it was broke the relationship, because the mom wants to treat her only child as a little boy, but is already 30-year-old, 20-something-year-old, at the end of 20s-year-old man. It's my godson. Okay? Guys, look. It's so easy to point fingers, to blame others, and at the end, we all feel alone. Why you feel alone? You feel alone when you have no one to talk, but you think no one want to be with you. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you. Oh my gosh, I need water. Okay, better. I'm having espresso. I'm so hyper. Let me tell you, I was with the female group therapy this morning, and the Saturday before Christmas, right? So, guys, it's about to be supportive. But when you start, my husband, he starts saying to the godson, that woman, she is not enough for him. Look at that. We all start interfering. He's a good kid. He deserves better. You don't know who deserves what. I had friends when I was with Antonio that said, you don't deserve this guy. But he was showing his emotions, because extremely, of course, because a person that is abusive can be extremely sweet. A person that is manipulative can be extremely gentle in front of others, showing his emotion, how much he cared about me, how he was in love to me in front of everybody else. So I had good friends of mine, they never will be against Antonio. When I said Antonio had a gun, he almost killed me. He was planning for a week. He tried to throw me from the 6th floor from the building. All right, that was the last floor from the building. Some people didn't believe me. They said it's not possible. He was extremely caring, sweet. It's not possible. Thank you very much, Tikan. Thank you. I think it's the red. You like the red on me? So the red is energy, action. I take action, but also I think it's feeling alive. I like all the colors. I consider myself maybe the last one. The one that I like less is black. My nephew, he likes black. So people, they are different. But look at this. I have a vase in here that have a mix of dark color and beige. I found extremely elegant. So thank you very much. Say how are you? Love the red. Thank you. So I make videos still with this outfit because I have my goals, right? To make a few videos. I'll make 5 videos still today, short videos with tips and advice. Emotional intelligence. So I'm here sharing a little about psychoanalysis, okay? Follow me in all the social media and YouTube. Give me likes and the roses, that I love it. So why am I sharing that? Also my personal life. Because people, they have this sense, hey, excuse me, I heard that many times before. Now, not lately. Since I start sharing, even during the sessions with patients, because before I remember, maybe it was my insecurity as a psychologist, psychotherapist, patients, they were saying, oh, no, psychologists, they need more help than me. Hey guys, I go to my psychologist. You understand that? Actually now it's psychoanalyst, right? And I go every week. My mom goes to the therapist for over 20 years. Thank you, Black Lion. Red signifies straight and resilience. It's true. It's true. It's a very feminine color, but also it's a masculine color because it's the color for the blood, right? And it is a color that keeps attention. For this reason, Santa Claus became popular with that brand, Coca-Cola. Why? Because they know everything about neuroscience, all right? So I'm also learning. Great, John. I still take patients, and I like, before I have this group, but I'm also doing affordable therapy for men, okay? So the group therapy for men, that I have to make more time for that. I know, guys, I should sleep only 5 hours a day, right? Last night I slept 6. Increase attraction, but in here, to seduce, I do not recommend a female to wear dress in the first dating. I don't recommend that, because hey, you must know the man you're meeting, right? You're dating. You don't want to, he get extremely impulsive when you're just dating person, right? Now I have red in my nails because Christmas, and I like for Valentine's Day, but most of the time my nails, they are French manicure. It's more like, more close to nude color, because I don't, the idea is in person, that I still have my practice in person, is do not make the patient impulsive, okay? Even with females, when they see a woman in red and they are in person session, they can think that woman is being competitive to them. That woman wants more attraction than to be more attractive than them. Is that interesting? The human mind, it's incredible, huh? I love that. I love to study and put in practice. But for my group therapy today, because the feminine energy, the emotions, my ladies, they're they're working the sexuality and the sexuality with them partners. They're most very interesting. They are married or they are in a long-term relationship. The group therapy that I have on Saturdays morning. So they have so much to share. So okay, thank you very much, Black Lion. Black Lion, are you in a relationship? And how about you, John? Are you in a relationship? Are you single? Where is Rock? Rock, are you there? Do you wanna ask anything about to live with you that are still live with your strange rocker wife, the wife you're getting divorced? Okay, good for you, John. John, tell me something. Let's work with this guy that is married. When you... Rosinei Santos, tudo bem com você? Feliz Natal, Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas. John, how come to increase the sensuality, right? The sexual attraction in the marriage, right? You have to make your wife, she feel confident enough to wear for you a nice outfit, right? Look, guys, for females, receiving criticism, it's the worst thing ever. We become vindictive. This is something that is my weakness. So be aware that a woman to please you, of course, she can learn about the colors, about take care of self-care, but self-care is not self-love. Self-love and self-worthy is she must to feel confidence. She must to work her emotions, but her mind, the way that she see herself at the mirror. I'm aging, guys, right? Like everyone else. So the person have to feel, hey, I am getting mature, because you are only feel, you get offended when you're aging. Someone yesterday here was saying, oh my gosh, blah, blah, blah. When I started telling him that he was using that impulsivity and talking about taking me somewhere, someone that was part of the audience, and he was saying, oh, I'm going to take you somewhere, blah, 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 do this and that to you. And I said, but I'm not available to you. How come you have this kind of fantasy if I'm not available? All right? And you talk like so rude in here for the audience 2 days ago. And so I said, do you feel respected from your mom? How is your relationship with your mother? Because guys, psychoanalysis is that. Everything starts in the childhood of first loves. Your mother is proud of you, your behavior, and then he started attacking me because he didn't control his fury. So he started saying, whatever, old lady. So he started saying something like that. Someone just take that as personal. If the person think, hey, is my life a waste? Or am I proud of what I'm living and my experience? Because I feel proud of my own experience, I am, all my mistakes. The guy, the long-term relationship, if I wasn't available for that man, you know, I used to blame myself and feel ashamed of myself. If I wasn't available for that man, 15 years older than me, when I was in my 20s, I never feel the shame and the blame of that his son and his daughter, they are not being raised by a father figure. Oh, but he left his wife 3 years before, previous he met you. I know that. But we care. You don't understand, like the blame and the shame is like little pieces that to straighten this back, we feel like they heavy. Oh no, no, it's long time gone. This relationship, they broke up, happened 13 years ago, 12 years ago, final. It was when he attacked me physically. But the worst started physically, the gun, the planning, because he don't want to be left behind. And in that moment, it was very interesting. After over 5 years together, 5 years and a half we met, what happened? He started saying, look, all the sacrifice, because that is a feminine energy. Look, when the person feel abandoned, he said, look, all the sacrifice I have done for you. He said, I did not spend weekends with my children. I stopped insisting to be with my children. But the truth is, his children that he left behind, he abandoned them to be single, right? Before met me. They don't want to go out with him. I never had a close relationship with his children. I just saw them, the boy and the girl, once at the mall, by casuality, in person, and they saw me, but we never been close. Why? So you blame the mother, the first the mother, right? Oh no, but the mother, she was controlling, she was make sure the kids, they're not going to be with you guys. Well, I may tell you, women, they become vindictive. So yeah, she was controlling, yeah, but she was protecting as a lioness her children. She didn't know about me. She didn't know about that man she divorced. He divorced her. She didn't know, because the man she married, when they met as a teenager, high school, and they got married first, all right, a relationship, a sweetheart. Let's be honest, guy. It wasn't the same man, that she wasn't prepared to be left with 2 kids. You understand that? Wasn't the same person. She did not recognize that man. You understand that? And he, since I allowed and I was available for that kind of man in my early 20s, when I found interesting. I liked him. I liked men older than me. I used to say that for my girlfriends. And my girlfriends, they were getting married at that moment with men from the high school, from the same age. But it was interesting to me what? The trouble, the suffering, the self-punishment is self-destructive behavior. Oh, but he is, oh my gosh, he is so jealous of me. Of course, because he did that for his wife, his wife, the only wife, all right? And he was afraid of someone do the same to him. If Daniela leaves me for someone better than myself, because the truth is, we all carry the blame and the shame of our old behaviors. He knows. I remember he mentioned that his father-in-law said something, Antonio, you are leaving your family. I'm feeling my heart like I'm losing a son. His father-in-law said that to him, but nothing stopped him. Because when we have the self-destructive or do not commit with our relationships, our marriages, our family, we don't want to take time. We just want to move on and stop suffering and blame someone else. I'm not saying his wife, the person he divorced, was a easy woman. So he used to say she was antisocial. She was, this and that. I divorced because I want to be happy. I want to be happy. And you never find happiness. Did you ever realize that? So the topic of this live is never alone. You'll never be alone again. Because I'm here to call you for the reality. I'm not here to point fingers, but I am your mirror. I'm laughing, guys, of my own mistakes and my own shame and blame and self-blame and myself analyzing, okay? Because when I analyze my patients, I analyze myself. So I'm here to encourage you to share this live with someone that you love, may need a therapist, a psychoanalyst, okay? DM me appointments and email me appointments.danielavercruz@gmail.com. This is email, right? At gmail.com. And WhatsApp for appointments +1 424 333 6851. I'm updating. Exactly. Hunter, we bring our shame and our blame. There are little sparks that you're carrying in here. Those shoulders. For this reason, most of people, they become older and they do this. They curve. Oh, it's because they're not doing yoga. They're not straight in their bodies. Also. But why that? Why they not feel motivated to stretch? Open their hearts, allowing themselves. Why? Why, guys? When I open my heart, I'm allowing to live and experiencing. When I feel the shame and the blame, and I point the fingers, and I'm ashamed of another people's behavior, like the guy that had the wife that was unfaithful. Hey, could you forgive one? I'm not saying to forgive that she was unfaithful, but forgive one of her mistakes. I cannot even imagine share the same place, the same house with someone that you're getting divorced. All right? But I'm here to encourage you. Straight your arms, be open to live your life. Take responsibility. It's now. It now. There are no tomorrow. It's now. I take responsibility now. I was available to meet that person. For some reason, that person was unfaithful. Why? Because that person was looking for excitement. Maybe because I did not take my time to know her. This guy, he's funny. I'm going to tell something. Can I say something? Tongue, right? Oral. Psychoanalysis. Okay, Hunter Burners, it was great. Hearts rose and follow me and share this life. I'm going to tell you what I'm interested to tell you. Tongue. I call you tongue. I'm going to take 30 minutes to tell you something. You are still attached for your babyhood, 0 to 3-year-old. It's oral attachment for your mother. For your mother, okay? So, you still looking at nurturing the validation of your mother to prepare your life. They feed you, love you, care about you. Doesn't matter. Your mom passed away. I'm so sorry for that. I'm so sorry. How long ago? But in psychoanalysis, your mother is still there. She's the one that gave you birth. She was the one that supposedly should love you unconditionally, validated you. You don't need this kind of username in here in the social media. You don't need to abuse someone, shock someone with, a behavior that you are not, first, you are not taking responsibility of your actions. You are still waiting for your mother bring you your biberon, nurture you, feed you. Biberon is probably, are you Latin? Are you Latin? Are you Muslim? Because that, the society, also the way that you have been raised, says a lot about you, your behavior, okay? Oh, can I say something? I never could medicate someone to, I never could be a psychiatrist. You know why? Because I do not take even aspirin. So I never could medicate someone. I believe it's beyond. Psychiatrists, I'm going to answer you. They do. They go to the medical school. They don't need to have a PhD or have a doctorate like I have. But I don't want, my father, he was a doctor. I don't want to go to the med school. Who said I want to go to the med school? I don't want the pills that what I give to my patients is the therapeutic pills. It's the truth. I have many friends that they are in the medical school and they go to the residency. Are you a doctor, Hawk? Look, let me say something. I have nothing against anyone, okay? Most of the doctors, they feel arrogant. They don't want to hurt you. Most of the doctors, they don't want to hurt you. They want to give you medications and pills. Which hospital are you? Which country, which city? Tell me. They don't want to hurt anyone. They just want to give them the medications. They don't believe in self-healing. They don't believe in God. They don't believe in spirituality. They believe in medications. No, my first college was law school, actually to make proud my mom. I never thought I was going to become a doctor. And I'm working on my doctorate. I have my PhD, I have a master's degree, so I don't have here to prove anything for anyone. If you're anonymous, it's here, because doctors, they don't like to be anonymous. So I'm doubt that you're a doctor or you're going to the residency. I know a lot of psychoanalysis, okay? Psychoanalysis is everything. So I'll tell you something. I don't want to medicate anyone. It's about mentality. So here I go. Merry Christmas. I will come back soon. Between patients. Bye.